Hello, my name is Chani and I will introduce you about RFID safe. So let's talk about how to really use this safe machine. At first, I will push reset button on Arduino, and first it is just locked. So if you want to open, you must push this button, but it is locked, so we can't open it. So to open it, you must read this RFID keys. So on this reader, so if I use wrong key, it is wrong key. So if I read this, and it will show just zeros, and it is permission denied. But I use this key to open, and it will show the permission. So it is authenticated, so I can open it really easy. So let's talk about what it really works and what is in here. So I removed this case from this safe, and first I will talk about this servo. As you can see, servo it is opened. So if I push this button, and it will open this like this. But if I close this servo, wait a minute, yes, it will rotate like this. So it will push this pin, so we can't open it, as you can see. Yes, we can't open. But if I authorize with this key, I will read it. Yes, and it is open, and it is rotated, so you can open it like this. I will push here, so you can see it is opened. Yes, so I connected this servo on this Arduino on the bottom. So I connected this servo pin on number 7, and I put this speaker pin with ground and number 4. And yes, here is a I2C LCD integrated circuit. So I connected this LCD, as you can see, number A4 and A5, and ground and 5 voltage, and I connected this RFID reader pin 9 to 13. We can't see 13, and then I connected this with the ground and plus 3.3 voltage. So yes, that's all. Just the Arduino speaker and this RFID reader and servo, and yes, integrated LCD. So let's talk about how to program it. But first, you must know how to use your servo and integrated LCD, and most importantly, you must know how to use RFID reader. And I will talk if you can understand, if you know how to use this. So I included many things to use RFID, and I use these 2 libraries to use LCD. And here is LCD. I created the instance, and then here is servo and creating instance, and put the pins on 9 and 10, and this will goes on here. And then I declared the key and define the piezo pin, like to use speaker. And then I begin the serial mapping, begin the serial SPI and PCD is RFID reader and LCD, and attach goes backlight and use servo and print locked, and piezo pin for output. And then I used this F's to to open the key block. So these two things, it is to open to activate RFID reader when the key is read like this RFID key. So it will pass over if key is read, and then I will clear this LCD. And I used block addresser. If you saw my video, you can understand why. You can understand if I will check the block 9, and you must understand why I wrote 11. So it is because sector 0 is block 0 to 3, and sector 1 is block 4 to 7, and sector 2 is block 8 to 11. So if I write this 9, you must write 11 for trailer block to open authenticated. So I will compare from this RFID key and its access bit, and I will compare this and this access bit. So it is all same. I will open it. So I declare the buffer, array, and size, and I will authenticate with the key A and trailer block key and UID, and then I will read and save it on buffer and with its size, and it will print it. It is just mean as print for upper 5, 8, and 8. So set cursor on 0, 1, and it will goes down and print one more time. For another last 8 byte, and I will just delay to show, and then it will clear it. And this is just using how to compare buffer and access bit. So buffer is this RFID keys byte, and access bit is I declared on the top on here. So if it is all true, all same, it will do nothing on here. So it will just count is just 0 on here. But if it is not same, it will plus the CNT count. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4. Lastly, it can be 16. So if it is different, it will show count will not be 0. But if it is 0, it means it is all same. So I will print authorized and open, and I'll use do mi sol for delay, so it will make the sound. And then if it is not true, so I will just write permission denied, and I will write servo to just goes in closed position. So in my case, 7 and T is closed and 120 is open. So normally on setup, I will just close, and I will, if it is not true, I will write close. But if it is authorized, I will open this with 120. And as the same on closing, permission denied, and I will just write beep with tone function. And these two is not to repeat all the time. So this process will go only one time if it is with one key. So until removing this key, it will be on this program just stuck on here. So lastly, now it is just a written byte, dump byte array. It is just an easy function. It is made from RFID library. I copied it. So it will just, if this function is used on it is yes, I can find it. So it is only here. So I just copied the from library. So if you want to print in serial, like you can write this dump byte array function and copy and paste on yes, on here, after reading it, like here. But in my case, I didn't use this function, so you don't have to write it, like this. In this case, you can delete this one, but if you want to serial print it, you must write this function and its buffer, with buffer, buffer. It is put with asterisk, so it is not the address. It is really its byte, its information and its size. And that's all. That's all about this program. The end. And thank you for watching.